The Danone Nations Cup World Finals concluded last week at the majestic Wembley Stadium in London. France were crowned champions after defeating Brazil in the finals, and the boys from Danone Primary disappointing 29th out of 32 teams.
Danone settled in Guildford at the Surrey Sports Complex over 40 kilometres southwest of London. Guildford was to be their base for the duration of their England stay. They took on a couple of training sessions on arrival ahead of what was to be a grueling 4 days. Not forgetting the South African spirit of song and dance, which turned them into an instant hit with fellow participants. They had also captured the hearts of the organisers, who astonishingly asked them to perform at the opening ceremony. Just how big a boost was that to the youngsters' confidence?
I think it's a great honour that the Danone group has actually asked them to perform at the opening ceremony. Obviously the boys sing and dance, and that's what they're all about, that's what they love. So I think it's going to be a big confidence booster, and they're very excited, which is awesome.
We would like to welcome on stage to start first, South Africa.
You heard that right. The youngsters from a dusty bushbuck bridge are entertaining a world audience. They had everyone clapping to every single one of their tsonga moves. Now back to the real business in Europe. A tough encounter against Uruguay lay in wait as they looked to kickstart their campaign. The South Americans will build one of the toughest customers and looked the part with two big strikers up front. They settled the quickest, scoring two quick goals that disconcerted the South Africans. Danone nevertheless managed to pull one back. Their chances of a comeback were however ruined when Uruguay quickly and scored a third. A bitter pill to swallow for the young lads looking to establish themselves early in the tournament. The team was however quick to put behind their disappointment and look to their next game against the Czech Republic.
We win together, we fight together, we die together. Yay!
I think our backline, it was not tough, and I think next game we're going to fix our backline and our midfielder.
Things started falling apart as early as the third minute, with the Czechs taking the lead. They intercepted a South African move in the middle of the park and went on to score straight away. Another setback for the South Africans, now relegated to the basement of the group. Their bad form was evident in the third match against Argentina, conceding in the early stages once again. Defender Blessing Khoza misdirected a header into his own net following a long cross into a box. They fought back though and earned a penalty after some handling in the Argentine box. Striker Bishop Makaringe stepped in and converted coolly from the spot to earn a valuable first point. A disappointing first day of matches for the South Africans, who had now fallen off the top 16. They will now have to battle it out with teams fighting for positions 16 to 32. Their spirit was never broken though, as they continued to interact well with other teams. They also stole a moment to watch other matches play. Off the field, the South Africans remained the most popular side, capturing everyone's imagination, teams and the media alike, who followed them everywhere they went. Danone came back a better side the next morning against China. They started off sharp but were let down by poor finishing. And they paid the price with the scoring much against the run of play to relegate them further down the pecking order. The loss to China was followed by another 1-0 loss, this time to North Africans Morocco. Poor goalkeeping once again put paid to the team's search of that ever-elusive first win. With their last match of the day scheduled for later on at 5 p.m, the team took some time out to engage in some off-field activities, learning about healthy nutrition and how to balance their diets. The lessons are designed to guide the youngsters on how to make healthy choices about what they eat and drink. They also took on the Zinedine Zidane Challenge, some training clinics conducted by Danone Nations Cup coaches. The drills included ball control, dribbling skills and target shooting, something they've been lacking in the 5 they have been involved in. Back on the field, it was now or never for the South Africans. Ukraine was now their last hope to salvage some pride. And boy did they rise to the occasion. Danone put the East Europeans to the sword from the first whistle, attacking from all angles. Midfielder Elton Manzini turned and shot in the box to put South Africa ahead. Then a missed kick by the Ukraine goalkeeper fell kindly on striker Bishop Makaringe, who needed no second invitation. Makaringe scored from range to give South Africa a memorable first win of the tournament. Proceedings then moved to the majestic Wembley Stadium north of London. All teams were afforded one match to have a feel of the historic venue. Dubbed the Cathedral of Football, Wembley is official home to the England national side, who just the previous night had demolished Moldova in a 24 qualifier. It's every footballer's dream to play a match at Wembley Stadium, and these youngsters are living the dream before even turning professional. South Africa matched up against Bulgaria in a match short of clear-cut opportunities. They looked the most industrious of the two sides though, showing some brilliant touches. The match finished goalless though and went on to a shootout. Amazingly, both sides produced some fine scoring form in the spot kicks. But it was South Africa who sealed the deal, winning 8-7 after 16 penalties.
Playing in the Wembley Stadium for the first time is history, and we're very happy because the boys have the feel of the turf itself, and really they never disappointed, as I said last time. But finally we were not coming here to win, but at least to enjoy ourselves, and we really enjoyed ourselves with these penalties.
Also, South Africa won its match, although it was on penalties, but it was a great match.
Now back to the playing field. Everyone was waiting in anticipation for the dream final of Brazil versus France. A repeat of the 1998 FIFA World Cup final, where the Danone Nations Cup ambassador Zinedine Zidane single-handedly tore then-holders Brazil apart to give France only their first World Cup ever. Time now for the young lads to continue that rivalry of 15 years ago in St. Denis. Spurred on by the presence of legendary Zidane, the French started brightly, dictating the pace of the match. They had the first shot at goal as Brazil sat back and absorbed the pressure. The French came close again in the latter stages of the first half and should have taken the lead. France started the second half as they did the first, and with Brazil looking a bit out of depth, the French continued their onslaught and pinned them in their half. Brazil went with the draw, hoping to hurt France in penalties. And they had their goalkeeper to thank, who granted their wish of a shootout. With both sides allowed 3 kicks apiece, it was the French who took the early advantage. The Brazilians continued to feel the heat and missed their first spot kick. The miss would prove costly as it ruined the Brazilians' dream of revenge over the French. Their plans of a penalty shootout victory backfired as fate had other ideas for the South Americans.
The winners of the Danone Nations Cup World Final 2013, France!
Wembley broke into a rapture as Les Bleus lifted their second Danone Nations Cup, even sweeter with the tie carrying so much history.
It's a tough event. Obviously, it's organized, 32 countries that you need to pull together, and I think it was done really well. For you to be able to do this at the legendary Wembley Stadium is obviously big. It's really, really big, and I think it was done really well. Very professional. The timing schedules were really, tight, but I think the kids enjoyed it. So Danone Nations Cup definitely made its mark.
For other participants, it's life lessons learnt. The youngsters will take home invaluable memories that most only dream of. And from the team, we say congratulations, France, the 2013 Danone Nations Cup World Champions. match.